Do you guys know what happens to a body in space without a spacesuit? Like, say you're
Disintegrates.
sorta. So say you like
Veins blow up.
jump out of the ship and you're not wearing anything.
Raw
your
dogging.
body
Space.
freezes and then it cracks and breaks apart like porcelain.
Like you're a vampire. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Isn't that
That's
nuts?
kind of
I wanna
fucking
see
sick,
that.
though.
It's kind of awesome, I think.
Yeah, imagine throwing your worst enemy off of a spaceship and
it'd be
seeing him.
And then,
Amazing.
like it's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Right.
They crack and just.
Yeah.
Is it instant? Or
Yeah.
like, would you feel like, oh my God? Like,
It's
bet it's
instant
like,
from what I
That
read.
might be the way I want to go out. That might be my new way.
Jumping out of
I go to space
particles
instead
in
of
space. That
yeah.
would be kind of cool.
Well, I guess that's considered killing yourself, but I
sure.
think you would
in a fantastic way.
in an awesome way.
yeah.
But by the time that happens, what's the thing going on right now? Assisted suicide, when people are like about to die or they're sick or they're whatever, or they're ready to
What do
die.
you mean
Like,
right now,
why
that's
can't they?
always been.
No, but it's becoming like legal more.
It's
Like you can do it in Oregon
polarizing.
now. It's very
Whoa,
polarizing.
what?
You can do it in Oregon. Yeah,
you
can
can
do
help
it in.
your friend kill themselves.
If you are terminally ill or you're
Oh.
like old or you whatever, you can have or you can sign up for assisted suicide. I don't know all the specs on it. I know
Like that
it's
movie,
legal
You Before
though.
Me or Me Before You.
I learned this in
Is that?
religion class. I think that is a movie that you're talking about.
is, yeah.
And I in my senior year of high school in religion, we watched some movie and we had all these definitions about this, and it was like basically, if you, like she said, if you're sick in the hospital, you can sign off on a family member being like, pull the plug.
that's
That too,
different.
but no, that's different than that's different than like
That's
there
like
was a
if you're
girl.
unconscious.
The thing I was talking about, there was a girl who's the girl? Let's see, girl assisted.
This is like, you know, you're going to die and you
suicide.
don't want to go through everything and you're just going to end it today.
Brittany Maynard, that's her
Oh.
thing. That was her name. She, an American activist with terminal cancer, decided she would end her own life. She was an advocate for the legalization of assisted death. Assisted death, sorry. It's not assisted suicide.
Okay, because
Assisted
Yeah.
death.
I googled that. And
So,
I'm gonna end up on a
but
bad
what they do is they essentially, they
Yeah, no, I know. I
kill
got-
you.
Yeah.
Know? It's
Wow,
wild.
that's deep.
So yeah, so maybe by the time you want to do that, it'll be cool. You know
Sure,
what I
yeah,
mean? That's
someone
where I
could
was
fly
going
you
with
up.
that.
That could be your make-a-wish. I want to die in
Exactly.
space.
Yeah, but potentially. I don't know. You know, maybe I just want to go the natural route, see where life takes me. But if I'm feeling like I'm about done here,
Yeah.
maybe I'll get to space
And
and
Elon
jump.
Musk is having like a sale on tickets to space. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Oh,
You can do it in New Jersey,
That's what I'm
so
saying.
it's not that far.
I feel like that's happening. You know what I mean? Like I feel
don't
like
wanna go to
in
New-
our
I don't
lifetimes
wanna
we'll be
die
able
in
to
New
buy a
Jersey.
ticket to space.
I don't want anybody to assist me in my death unless I'm in space. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to
Yeah.
just go to New Jersey. What? Bree, you lost me there.
Like, you could go to New Jersey to sign the papers and then they fly you up. Because space is basically New Jersey.
But who
Space
needs
is
to pull
everything.
But nobody needs to pull the plug on me. I'm doing it myself.
Well, yeah, you don't qualify for this.
No, I know. That's why it's out of the picture.
You gotta get terminally ill or something. You'll.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, all
You'll get
jokes
there.
here. I don't want to do that. But
Did
I
you
do want to go
know-
to space.
Did you also know that there were dark ages of space? I was looking up a lot of space shit, by the way. In case you can't tell.
No, I mean, that doesn't surprise me that there would be dark
What
ages
does-
of space.
So
I feel like
after-
space is just one long dark age.
After the Big Bang, which by the fucking way, I Googled the Big Bang Theory so I could refresh myself on fourth grade science. The first result is the fucking show. The first
course.
result. Before
The show
the
is
actual
massive.
Big Bang, the start of the universe, the show trumps that on Google.
Wait, the
That's
first
insane.
result? Oh my
First result is the
God.
Big Bang Theory, an American sitcom. I'm like, fuck, I hate that show, so I'm extra mad about it.
I hate
I
that show more.
hate it.
I haven't really watched any of that
Have you ever
show.
watched
would
those
hate
videos where they take the laugh track off? It's like
No,
the
but-
worst thing you'll ever see.
It's not funny. It's just not. My
Sheldon
grandparents
is-
love it. I will say. I don't know how they like it because my grandpa's smart, and I'm like, Grandpa, you like this?
It's very polarizing. The people that like it, I'm like, I don't know if I like you.
My
Exactly.
dad told me he
Yeah.
got into a fight with my uncle because my dad would always talk about how much he loves The Office and think The Office is so funny. And then my uncle told him that he thought Big Bang Theory was better. And my dad was like, oh no. My dad was going off.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. Honestly, that's a
I
disgusting
know.
statement. Big Bang Theory is the fucking worst. Anyway, so I looked it up to kind of give myself a refresher, and it went Big Bang Theory, and then it was the Dark Ages, which made me think of like, oh, Dark Ages on Earth. But it was just like there weren't any stars or anything. It was just black nothingness, and over time, the stars started popping up, and so now as time goes on, more and more stars. So we're at like the brightest point of the universe so far,
crazy, but
which
then
is
when
kind
you
of nice to think
it's
about.
like, how does anyone even know all of this?
That's
It's
a great
so
question.
crazy.
People-
The space gives me anxiety to think about. The universe, so big and huge, and we're just little.
It's kind of like the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 10
Worse,
times
worse
A
than the
million
You think
times
space
worse.
is way scarier, right?
Yeah.
Way scarier.
Not
Also,
even scarier, just like endless and like I can't think about it because I
There's
don't
more
know any
unknowns.
answers.
Well,
Yeah.
because also at least in the ocean, you know which kind of animals you're working with. You've heard a lot about
Yeah,
them. You've heard
yeah.
about sharks and whales and all that
and it's
shit.
attainable for us to go to the ocean.
Exactly. Whereas space, you have no idea what kind of monster could pop out of there.
not a clue.
Crazy monsters, real monsters.
Real
life
monsters, or like other people. Like other
other humans,
aliens, other
yeah.
people. Like we're not even. I feel like that's not even a thing. People talk about aliens all the time and whatever. Was I talking to you guys about that movie Another Earth that I'm obsessed with? I haven't seen it in a while. I got to see it again. But it's called Another Earth, and it's these people are living their lives, and then on one day suddenly the Earth splits, and they can see, as if they're seeing the moon, they can see another Earth, and they're like, "What the fuck is that Earth over there?" So finally they start figuring it out. They send people over there. They realize on that day that it split, it made an exact copy of the Earth and continued on in like a different way. So it's all the
Oh,
same
yeah,
people,
you
all
told
the
us
same
about
lives, whatever. But if like one thing didn't happen, or if this day didn't happen, that's what's happening. And so there's like a raffle or something to win to try to go to the other Earth and like see your other self and see your other life. And people are having this crisis, like, oh, do I want to see what happened? And I feel like I don't want to spoil it, but it's very
I
good.
actually might watch that.
It's a really, really good movie. But I forgot what I was saying before that. I don't remember.
just how
guys
crazy the universe.
watch Interstellar?
Other people.
Interstellar's a
just
good
in general.
one.
That
too.
fucks with my
Yeah.
head.
Interstellar's
like
crazy.
the time thing is
The
the, craziest
time,
thing.
that's how
Yeah.
crazy the time is. He comes back
That was the
younger than
scare-
his daughter.
Well, when he came back, when they
nuts.
came back, remember they got stuck in the water, and then they went back up,
Yeah.
and the guy was like 30 years
Yeah.
older or whatever. That's
It was
scary.
so
That's
scary.
so
Have
insane.
you seen Interstellar, Rhea?
No.
Matthew
you should.
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey, it's good.
I should watch
Smoke
that.
and watch that. It's like 3 hours long, but it's awesome.
I should watch that.
Space is something that I can't think of. Like how you guys feel about the ocean, I feel that way about space. Like I'm so interested in it, but I'm horrified
Yeah.
of it because I'm like, what the fuck is there? Like what the hell is out there? There's
Will we ever know?
we'll never know. There's a TikTok account.
If we live long enough,
that
I feel
TikToks
like
from
potentially.
space.
Maybe.
Potentially.
Also, we went to space for the first time in our lifetimes. Like, well, we weren't even born yet, but it was,
Yeah.
in this century. It was the first time we ever went to space.
right, we're just not there yet.
Right. Nobody
We're
knows
just not
shit.
advanced yet.
It's insane. Have you
You
seen
don't
those?
Elon.
believe that they landed on the moon?
I do. But I feel like, the arguments that can be made otherwise are pretty compelling. I think like, oh yeah, that makes sense too. But I believe, yeah, like why would you lie? And we're there now,
I
so what does it
believe,
really matter?
yeah. But also, people are like, why haven't they gone back?
Yeah.
Like,
I thought that they
wouldn't you
have
go
gone back. Isn't there a space station like floating around the moon?
not like on the moon.
But there's not people on it.
Yeah, no one's like on the moon.
No one's on
The space station's just like
stations.
Floats
floating.
around, I guess,
Yeah.
huh?
It just like observes things.
Interesting.
What if they just didn't like what they saw there?
well, it's just a big rock. I say it's just a big floating rock.
Right.
One day maybe it'll come catapulting to the earth and we'll all be saved.
Those type of conspiracies I don't really get into or have gotten into because when I'm told something in school like, oh, these people landed on the moon. Okay, sounds good. And I
Yeah.
just never thought about otherwise. But I guess there are arguments to be made to question literally anything anybody
Everything.
talks about. So
Absolutely. I have two more things. One, did you see those TikToks from space?
no.
There's a space TikTok account,
like
and it's
I have.
astronauts in space, and they just send video, whatever their video stream is with whatever, and then they've turned them into TikToks. It's fascinating.
How
to
many
see.
people are running around space right now?
A lot, apparently, based on those TikToks. There's like 10 people up there, like,
like prison
just doing
talk?
TikToks. Kinda, yeah. No. It's like a verified account. It's a whole thing. But it's whatever live feeds are doing, and they have cameras you can see, only because you can see the reflection in their whatever the fuck they're wearing, helmets, and it's like a huge camera that looks really legit and probably so expensive, and they're like holding it basically like a selfie stick with like the earth in the background doing shit like that, and then they turn them into hilarious TikToks like with trends and stuff. It's very funny.
I have
wish
to get on this account.
It might just be like Planet Earth or something.
I know what
I'll
I'm
look it
doing.
up.
Look for
I
it.
know what I'm doing for 3 hours tonight in bed.
That's what I did a couple weeks ago. It was just literally 3
I'll be
hours.
up all night.
And then my last thing will transition us into underwear. Do you know how astronauts pee in space and use the restroom in space? It's very difficult because if you try, you can't pee in space because the water like beads and will just float around. So like say you're trying to pee and like a little bead of it gets out, it's like unhealthy for the air and everything. And same when you have to like poop or whatever. And so they have a space bathroom vacuum.
Do you just suck it out of them?
Yes, they it's like a
What?
This is a picture. It doesn't actually look that great, but it's like a toilet that you like hold yourself down on and it sucks while you go to the bathroom. And so it like gets it all, but you have to kind of like mold your ass to it.
Drop down to it.
So
probably.
nothing gets out.
I don't like this.
Isn't
I'm not
that
going
crazy?
to space. The thought
Because-
of getting a little particle of my pee or the
No,
other
it's
thing
crazy.
out and about.
It's crazy.
Isn't
And
it
the reason
same thing
I
with a
Floating
fart, too?
shit.
If you fart, I feel like doesn't it?
the wind,
Like,
I
it
guess.
gets-
Ew,
like
I
a
have no
bubble or
idea.
something. I don't
But the reason this is a good transition
Imagine
is
you have a fart
because
bubble and
one of the
Seems
women
so difficult.
one of the women, I guess, who went up there. Here it says, the launch was delayed for over 3 hours after Shepard climbed into the rocket. Eventually, he asked if he could exit the rocket to pee. Instead of wasting more time, Mission Control concluded that Shepard could safely pee inside his spacesuit. The first American in space went up in damp underwear. Because it's like you just gotta.
Oh my god.
It's too much to like get out and do whatever. Imagine that. Imagine you're living your whole life. You're this established, distinguished astronaut, and you're finally going to space. You're the first motherfucker in space, and you have to pee your pants before you can get there.
Oh,
That
peeing,
sucks.
peeing your pants is always embarrassing.
It's always
no matter
embarrassing.
who you are,
Always.
you will get made fun of for peeing your
That
pants.
sucks.
You can't pee your pants. Yeah.
I'm always gonna think
unless
about.
you voluntarily, like when Big Cat and PFT used to stand in the office and be pissed dogs, and they would say, "Oh,
I
we're gonna
hated
piss our
that.
pants," and
I
then they would
hated
do
it.
that.
I was mind blown when Rhea told me that.
Yeah,
Did
Brie
you see
had
the videos?
no idea.
The videos are worth watching.
Just because we were watching a video where somebody did that, and I was like, "Oh, PFT and
Nunk
Big
Boys
Cat."
did it, yeah.
I was like, "Big Cat and PFT used to do that in the middle of the office." She was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, they called themselves the Piss Dogs." And
Piss
then
Dogs.
they
That's
would
hilarious though.
Just, yeah,
They would
I-
hold hold a microphone up to their like penises while peeing. The videos are ridiculous.
Yeah, they
They're
would just
ridiculous.
pee right on the
I have a
spot.
lot to watch tonight.
Yeah, you do.
But anyway, this happened in 1961. Alan Shepard peed his pants, went to space.
Oh, sorry, Alan.
Yeah, sorry
Mr.
about it.
PP pants.
Big time pee pants.
Alan
pee
pee-pee
space
pants.
pants.
PP astronaut.